So we normally meet as a group of Premier League officials every 2 weeks for 2 days, and we'll do some physical training out on the pitch, in the gym. The fitness tests are getting harder, the training sessions are getting tougher, but that's in line with the Premier League getting faster and the sports science that the players receive being of the very elite level. So we have to keep up with that. We work with a team of sports scientists who will set our physical training plans for the week. We'll do some classroom sessions looking at topical incidents, looking at recent incidents, where we've done well, where we've maybe made mistakes and misaligned things and how we can improve. We will watch the teams that we are about to referee and how they prepare for their matches, what to expect in the match, what situations might occur. We're fortunate that the PGMOL has a team of analysts who work with us, who supply us with set plays, for example. That gives you an insight into what to expect rather than going into a game blind. So video analysis before the game is really important, and then we will analyse our performance afterwards. I will sit down with my coach after every game, who's Andre Mariner, ex-Premier League referee, review my performance, look at how I managed the players, how I interacted with my colleagues, whether the teamwork was good, whether my fitness levels were appropriate. So there's a very detailed performance review that happens. We also work closely with a team of match delegates from the Premier League who are ex-managers or ex-players who are involved in the game. They give us a real football insight into their perspective of the game and how we refereed from the football point of view. For example, I had a match recently where the match delegate said I might have blocked some passing lanes, but to me as a referee that wasn't applicable or noticeable. And then every key decision is assessed and analysed by an independent panel, which has real accountability for us. We really want to get those decisions right on the field in the first place, and then from the VAR sweeping up afterwards. You know, there is a real importance in getting those decisions right. We have nothing to hide. The decisions are made, you know, in good faith, with good process, under immense pressure at that time. But football is a subjective game. You know, some decisions will always create debate. Somebody will always think it's the wrong decision. Some people think it's the right decision. So that is part of our job. We're fortunate that we've got really good support networks to help us cope with the pressure and the noise and the scrutiny outside of our home life with the PGMOL, with the sports psychologists. But sometimes it can be quite daunting, especially when you're new onto the Premier League, because nothing quite prepares you for the magnitude of being involved in those initial big decisions and the scrutiny that comes with those. Well, I played football up until the age of 14. Wasn't the most talented footballer, tried all positions, goalkeeper, striker, midfielder, but loved football. So I decided to take up refereeing, stay in the game, use it as a new skill at school. I think the first game I was a little bit nervous. It was an under-11s game. I felt a little bit unfamiliar on the pitch in terms of being the referee and not being a player, because rather than trying to kick the ball, I was trying to stay away from the ball. And then from there, refereed some junior football, refereed under-16s, built myself up to refereeing adult football at age 16. I did work at insurance brokers for a couple of years at the time whilst I was not quite professional. But managing work, managing trying to leave early, managing appropriate nutrition, appropriate training was really difficult. So the opportunity to become professional when I got onto the Championship was really beneficial for my career. I could really focus on refereeing. I got a phone call to say I'd be promoted onto the Premier League list, which was a really special moment. Obviously, the realisation then that I would take charge of Premier League games was a great honour and something I looked forward to and wanted to succeed in. Wolves versus Burnley on a midweek Premier League fixture round was my first game, and a game that I looked forward to, you know, prepared for, was a little bit nervous for. It was certainly memorable for me, believe me. Yeah, just great to walk out in front of, you know, a Premier League crowd with you feel the atmosphere and the magnitude of the event, really. The players want to be involved on the biggest stage, the referees want to be involved in the biggest matches. That's natural, and we love what we're doing. We all love football, we all work really hard, we try to get the right decision. People need to realise it's a pressurised moment, both on the pitch and the VAR, watching the footage under pressure to get the right decision, but pressure to also act in an appropriate amount of time. Occasionally when we fall outside of that and there is a mistake, as a group and as individuals, we're really upset, we're disappointed, and we just try and learn to try and minimise any possible mistakes in the future. It's never been a better time to be a referee. The PGMOL has put in place streamlined systems now where you can really progress if you've got the talent, got the ambition and the work rate to move through the leagues. So it's a great time to be a referee.